Welcome back to PARRAdise, the official Parramatta Eels podcast, sponsored by Remitly, the fast, safe and easy way to secure your money to your loved ones. Welcome back, Kennedy.
What's up? We're back from doing...
It's been such a long time.
It's been such a long time. We're not, we're back in the studio.
Again?
Not doing TikToks.
No, I'm not making any TikToks this week. Actually, I will be posting one later today. Having said that, how you been?
Okay. I'm good. It's been tough, obviously. Injuries suck. Mental side of it has been really tough to deal with.
Have you had a lot of injuries throughout your career? Because,
yes, I actually
as
have.
a rugby league player, you get way more injuries than a soccer player.
Yeah,
so
it's
way
tough
different.
sport.
I mean, debatable, but yeah, that's true.
No, rugby league's more harder,
more physical, but there's other aspects that we can have a debate about that one later.
Yeah, agree to disagree. But basically, yes, I have. More in my junior years before I came into elite space. So
really?
I've had 3 knee surgeries on my left one, dislocated elbow, all those things that are all rugby league.
Also, question, because so say I was going to get into playing rugby league at this age, I was a bit, I'm not scared, but not, but I'm like, do I have more of a chance, because you're saying at the junior level, do I have more of a chance of getting injured at the lower level?
It probably
than
depends
the higher level, because you said you've had less injuries.
Yeah, well, it depends on how prepped you are physically.
Okay.
That's probably the most important thing. Back then, there wasn't really much pathways, high performance, not really the clearest pathway in terms of looking after your body. As a 16-year-old, I was eating McDonald's KFC for dinner almost every night. Young, you can burn it.
Yeah, you can burn it off.
But it's just talking about physical prep ties into mental prep and then how you're ready. So I think being in an elite space, you have all those resources to access, look after yourself. But sometimes rugby league, you can't control those.
You can't control those freak injuries.
But it's been bloody hard, especially this one. Team's going so good. I'm beating myself up.
Is it? Although your team is winning or doing well, do you still feel like, oh man, I want to be out there. I want to be adding to it.
When they're winning, I was like, maybe I'm the problem. That's what I felt like. But
well, maybe it's me.
You have this you have this
mental
argument with yourself,
yourself.
Oh, maybe the team's better without me. No, I need to be there. How do I be the best teammate? Because it is hard, especially being one of the oldest leadership crew. How to be a good teammate when I'm struggling myself to put a smile on my face to rock up to training when I know these girls and look at me and go, oh, she's cool. We don't have to worry about her.
Yeah. I'm similar too. Like I'm try and get myself in that mind space. Where I can be the best mental person I can.
Don't say yes to everything.
So I can deliver those TikToks to everybody.
And Google Calendar, everyone, I'm telling you.
Google Calendar.
Put your stuff in your calendar.
I might need to invest in that
because
one.
Because then you can physically see what you can do and what you can't do. Because oftentimes you say yes to everything or try be that person who's, can rely on, but sometimes you can't. Yeah. And that's okay.
Absolutely fine. Now let's lead in. I'm very excited about our next guest that we have.
I'm pumped.
Kennedy's been buzzing, so I'm just as excited. So do you want to?
Yes,
intro?
please. I'll intro my
teammates. You do the honors.
So today we have a very, very special person in my life. I don't think she knows this, but she is the person I look to when I need to look for inspiration. When I think my days are hard, I look at this person and go, wow, you are literally everything I want to be. So this person I'm really pumped to have on and listen and hear about their story. Welcome, Elsie Albert. I freaking love you, man. I love everything about you. You are so humble. You are so hardworking, the hardest trainer in the gym, on the field, can offer that third perspective. I think she's always that one that just kind of sits there, and if you ask her what idea she has, she comes up with this incredible knowledge about the game. Proud PNG lady. I just love you, Elsie. Hello.
Elsie, I hope you're excited as Kennedy to be here.
I was nervous to get on the pod, but excited to.
No, this is your first podcast, I heard.
Your first podcast ever.
Yes, ever.
Wow. This is the first. You're hearing it here
Done
first.
interviews and stuff, but not actually
I reckon this is actually easier. Podcasts are easier. It
Relaxed
seems
space.
Really
just a chat, really.
In your face, but
no, all good. Let's go.
Let's go. She's the king.
So first off, let's talk about growing up in PNG. What was that like for you? Talk us through your early years growing up there.
So like I've always said that when we have chats and stuff like that, for me, growing up in PNG is, I wouldn't say it was hard, but
different.
Yeah, it was different, different from everyone else because like you're growing up, you have chores to do. I grew up in a village actually, so growing up, things that you're expected to do is like going out, going down to the creeks, fill up water from the creeks to the house. Wow. Gather firewoods for dinner and stuff like that.
Yep.
Did you have
get it set for mom and dad to prepare.
You have a big family as well?
Not big. I'm the first of. I've got 3 siblings. So I'm the
so you're the eldest.
You're the oldest too.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm the eldest as well. So
I think the majority of our team have got a few of the oldest girls, and you can really tell the personalities because we're always, asking for feedback. We're the ones leading away in our respective countries, codes, culture. I guess tell us about where you come from, because I know, do you know much about PNG?
No, this is all education for me. So I actually want to learn so much. I've done a little bit of research into, those countries, but not as much.
Papua New Guinea is a third world country. So in terms of development, like we're still yet to be developed. And where I come from is like in the inner part of Papua New Guinea. So we call it the Southern Highlands. Okay. And where I come from in Southern Highlands is Pangaea. And in Pangaea, again, like my small village is Pulupatu. So it's from Pangaea. It's like if you are to walk, like before we walk, but now I heard that like roads like going in and stuff like that to my village. So to walk there, it should take you around 6 hours to get to the village.
Yes, actually want to dive into that story.
Yeah,
could you tell us how, if you were to travel from Sydney to get home to your village, tell us about the travel route that you would take?
Yeah, so from Sydney to Port Moresby, it's going to take around 4 hours to get to Papua New Guinea. And then from Port Moresby, it's another hour or two, not two, but just over an hour to get to a small town called Hagen. Wow. And then from Hagen, it's another 2 hours to get to Pangaea. So, and then from Pangaea, if you're walking, then it's going to take you 6 hours. But like now there's a road going into a small village called Mamuane. So from there, we walk to the village.
Crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So when you travel back to go, that's how long it would take you to get back home.
Yep.
Yeah, to where the village and your parents are. Yeah, but you haven't been back in.
So my parents, I'm a bit lucky because my dad's a police officer. Okay. So in a sense, I'm lucky that he had that education background that get him out of the village and is a police officer at the moment, and he's living in Pangaea. Which is the small town that you get to
before you go to
the village. Oh, wow. So yeah, I'm pretty lucky that he's a police officer, and through that, like I came out of the village and got access to education and went to school and stuff like that. So yeah.
In terms of getting out of the village, like you just said, with your dad being a really the purpose of you playing rugby league, how does that all work? Because how do you get from your village to playing rugby league for Parramatta Eels?
It's a funny story.
Yeah, I'm curious to know.
Tell us, we've got time today.
This is crazy.
I went to uni, and the uni that I attended is in a different province. So it's called East New Britain. So I went to a uni there called the University of Natural Resource and Environment. I was studying a bachelor in tropical agriculture. So first year there, and then they had a girls team as well. So like they're really pretty big on gender equality, that province. So if you have a men's team, you have to have a women's team as well. Nice. So
that's a pretty big step. Yeah, not many, especially how long ago was this?
That was back in 2018.
So that's a long time ago, and I feel like those steps have only been taken now for some areas, or back in PNG. That's pretty powerful. So,
and like I think that province is the leading province in like gender equality and stuff like that. So so pretty much joined the girls team at uni, and then played a couple of games, and then made the province side, and then represented that province, came to Port Moresby, played in the big tournament there, and then made the Orchids. And then from the Orchids, got scouted to Brisbane.
Yeah.
I played for Magpies in 2019.
BMD comp?
Yeah, BMD comp. And then that's where I met people like Steph Hancock, and then I met my friend Therese Ayton, who played together for PNG. And then like she has been, I think, the best thing that happened to me.
Yeah. Shout out to Teresa. She's so
shout
cool,
out to
man.
her. Through her, I came to Australia, stayed with her, lived there. She gave me a room in a apartment, in a house to live. And
I actually didn't know that. That makes sense.
Yeah. So I stayed with her for a year.
Yeah.
And then, got a call at the back end of the year in 2019 from the Dragons.
Dragons,
coach. Yeah, so.
And you debuted 2019?
2019, yeah.
Dragons, yep.
Why is rugby or NRL in sport so big in PNG? That's what I'm curious to know. We know it's massive over there. You went over there?
Yeah, we went last year when we versed Elsie's team.
That looked insane.
It was probably like
the fans, everybody.
10,000 people in the crowd, but sounded like 90,000.
Yeah,
it was
even
so
when you were
loud.
coming out the airport or wherever you're going, like people.
You've seen all the socials, incredible.
So it's just such a phenomenon over
They're
there.
passionate, man.
They just love their rugby league, man. Like it's mad how you'd think. Like some people back home would never know the name of the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
But they would know all the NRL players. Like,
that's crazy. Who would you think the most followed team over there? Because we went over there and I seen a few Eels jerseys. I was like, that's us.
Yeah, really.
And I did bring some Eels gear over to hand out to all the kids. But what would you say the most followed team over? Because there's rugby league jerseys everywhere.
I reckon the most followed team would be the Melbourne Storms because of Justin Olam.
Shout out to Olam, that's my guy.
And the second followed would be us, the Eels, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because,
and Queensland Maroons.
Yeah.
Damn, I've seen them jerseys everywhere.
Really?
No, I hate that team.
That has like a
same.
Papua New Guinea in it. Like, it's going to get the most follows.
Yeah. Well, it is the national sport. We were just thinking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Like, PNG is the only country to have rugby league as a national sport.
So when it's a national sport, what does that actually mean?
The main sport?
That means everyone in... Yeah, but like...
everyone in the country knows the sport, and like it's the most played sport in the country.
Okay, so like, did you know?
And the most followed sport.
Yeah, okay, fun fact, sorry, Jamaica, usually people like athletics, but Jamaica's national sport is sprinting, so...
No wonder they're so good at it.
They're so good at it. So what would our national sport be? There's a few.
Probably swimming.
Swimming?
AFL?
AFL? No. I don't know. New Zealand, it's rugby union.
Yeah, probably AFL because it's played most, no?
Oh, well, I beg to differ. Sorry. No.
I know, but just because we're in New South
NRL more better.
Yeah.
Rugby league more better.
Surely. The comments can let us know.
Isn't it like cricket
What
or
is
something?
it? What is it? Do we know? Is it cricket?
I don't play cricket.
That looks like badminton, Jolie, that you're doing. Badminton.
Cricket, Australia?
Yeah. Okay, someone in the comments, if you are watching this video,
listening.
listening.
Yeah, let us know.
Tell us what Australia's national sport is.
We'd love to know.
To be
How do we
honest,
not
I thought
know?
it was AFL.
I thought it was...
It has to be AFL.
Maybe I'm just being a hater.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Surely.
I'm not sure.
Another.
Anyways, rugby league, massive. That's a big win for our game, PNG, because they're loud, proud, and they show up on social media and in person, man. Like
They do. Elsie, outside of football, taking away football and footy and stuff, like what kind of stuff are you interested in outside of football?
Yeah, who is Elsie without rugby league?
Without rugby league, yeah.
And like I said before, I've studied a bachelor in tropical agriculture, so I'd love to, get back home outside of rugby league, build a farm and just be a simple farmer.
Wow. Just have a simple life.
Simple
that
life.
would be nice.
This is why I think everyone's chosen her for the person. 'Cause she knows what to do, man.
Yeah, the
Farmer,
again.
yeah. This is her life.
okay.
This is her life.
Yeah.
So you brought up earlier that you made the PNG Orchid side, which is the female side for the Papua New Guinea. You're obviously the captain, so a massive honour for you. Could you tell us about how the PNG people welcome you with open arms, or any stories around how good the fans are when you go over, or just their love and support?
Yeah, like we said, rugby league is the national sport back home, and it's really key messages around gender-based violence or stuff like that. Any key messages that you want to drive to the people, rugby league is the main sport to advocate for those type of stuff. And for me to be the captain of the Orchid side has been a privilege and an honor to you get back home and the feeling that you getting off the airport, it's unreal, unreal. Especially when we have PMs there and you go, they won't even bother to look at us. Like they'll go for the Australian side, like they support
Yeah.
NRL and like
Yeah.
they'll go for them, but like they see, it's always a pleasure to go back and see the smile that, you know, rugby, they know that like it's the time of the year,
Yeah.
and to see smiles on their faces, and it's just something that brings joy to you when you get out of the airport and just walk out to see them all there to you know, greet us and get us to.
No, if you're not really familiar with what Elsie's talking about, they just look up.
You've been there.
Oh yeah, I'm talking
last
listeners.
year.
Last year, man, I was blown away.
Yeah,
like
I saw
it was
that.
like it was overwhelming because it was just like, man, they love us. Holy crap! I was. You know, they're up on the fences. They've climbed the walls. They're waiting for us at the bus. You know, they're waiting for all the social media platforms, all waiting for us.
I think I got a message from someone saying that someone pulled something from inside the bus.
Oh yeah,
like,
a piece of gear.
I think a phone or something, an iPad.
That's crazy. And remember, the Foxy went last year, and obviously the Hammer, they went crazy.
They love the Hammer and Fox.
Yeah,
Oh.
like the crowds are chanting Hammer, Hammer. We just wanted to give a huge shout out to our new partner, Remitly, the official international money transfer partner of the Parramatta Eels. Trusted by millions of customers to send money to their loved ones abroad, Remitly makes it easy to transfer money in over 100 currencies. And thanks to Remitly's great exchange and low fees, more of the money you send makes it to your family and friends. So download the Remitly app and start sending money today.
Elsie, 2023 was a bit of a hard season for you for injury as well. Do you have any, mental tips? Because we was touching on that a little bit before. Do you have any mental tips for injuries and just being strong mentally when you're going through injury?
We've had our fair share, hey.
What kind of stuff do you do?
Yeah, for me, I think I just more self-care, like you said.
Yep.
Like just it's hard, just sitting on the sideline and watching your team. And like you said, like when they do better, like you just think, am I the one that's causing them to not do better?
Yep.
Like, and
so there's mental battle constant.
Yeah, it was hard just sitting from sideline and watching. But I think the important thing is, just focus on yourself and focus on your day-to-day things that you need to do to get better. And I think the most important thing is family. Like I don't have my family here with me, but like and then to contact them back home as well to sometimes network and stuff like that.
Not best,
not the best.
You look like you read books. Do you read books?
Read books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any?
Not most of the times, but when I get the chance, I do read, but not like true story, fictional. I like reading fictional.
Oh, fictional. Okay.
She's I think for you, noticing that you don't have your family here physically, so you've had to make your own family in the Parramatta Eels and NRLW side. And this year I felt like we've gotten so much closer than other years. I think we all have, and if we need to lean on one another, we can. If you need to reach out to someone, we can. So I think that's been a really big puzzle piece of why we've probably had a really good year. In terms of this season, how would you think you went? I know the last game was your 25th NRLW game. We had a pretty emotional jersey presentation. Man, I was in tears. I was crying. Wow. The whole team was crying.
I think I saw the video.
Just reflecting on Elsie's journey, like we kind of touched on it earlier, and how you've got here, the trials, tribulations you've been through, and your roommates presented the jersey. Like, how much does that mean to you? How, kind of summarize that for me, because I love it. I love Elsie's story, man.
Like when I said during the presentation, I've came to Australia with just a backpack, and just to find opportunities. Back home, there's not much opportunities for young people, and even though you graduate uni, like job opportunities are very scarce. Like if you're lucky, you get a job. If you're not, like we have people in the streets, uni students being on the streets and just selling. Just being vendors in the streets. Yeah. So seeing that, Rugby League has provided the opportunity, and have given me, things that I probably think I wouldn't have. Yeah. And then just to play my 25th game, I've come with a backpack to Australia, and didn't know that I'm going to play first game, but to get to that 25th game was a milestone for me, and to have my PNG sisters there to present my jerseys and like small videos that other people like Teresa,
yeah.
and my manager Rob, who is always constantly on the phone with me, even through injuries and stuff like that. He always calls up and chats, and like I said, having family that will support you through your injuries. That's the other thing very important, that you have those type of people around you
good
to just
support
push
system.
you through.
Yeah, good people.
Yeah, good people, and just getting to that 25th game mark was
pretty powerful, pretty good.
Yeah,
it was. I was just in tears because I was just like, last 2 years we've gotten closer. Just learning about you, your story. You are a massive inspiration to not only our NRLW side, but young females in PNG in Australia who are wanting to break down that traditional norm in saying that only men play rugby league. Well, no, females can play too, and you've been that person for your family back home. And I'm just so in awe of you because I see how you just you can go unnoticed because you just humbly work hard. But no, I think this podcast is to celebrate you, Elsie. Like, you're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing, and I hope to visit your farm one day.
Hopefully, I'll let you know when I get it going.
Yeah, you got goosebumps, say. Like.
Yeah, I got goosebumps. I wanna plan a trip to PNG now. So we play this thing called Six Again, and where we ask everyone, all the teammates, different questions, similar sort of questions, and we get different answers from all the teammates. I'll start off with the first one. If you could be trapped on a tropical island with any teammate, who would it be and why?
You can say none.
I'll just be by myself.
Who's a good swimmer in our team?
We haven't been tested, so I wouldn't know.
I feel like I reckon Abby.
Abby, she gives off good swimmer vibes, eh?
Swimming vibes and like her work as well.
Well, she's a paramedic too,
so
good to have. Yeah,
that's
not a bad person.
She got good survival instincts for sure.
Yeah, CPR got you. Second question: if you could be anyone for a day, who would it be and why?
Probably Elon Musk. I want to know what's going on in that brain of his.
Wait, who? wait, what?
I don't think I'll be able to compute what's going on in his brains.
Wait, who?
Elon Musk.
Oh, I thought you said, what? Elon Musk?
Elon Musk.
Yeah, man.
Elon Musk. It's true. I'll be able, just to think what he's...
Just to
like
think what he's going through in a day.
In one day would be... and write down everything that he's written in a day. I'd be like,
man, he has so much money. Like, you wouldn't have to be stressed about a G thing.
Yeah, but it's also like how he thinks.
I reckon he's just trolling all of us.
He just thinks outside of the box.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He wants there to be like cyborgs and stuff like that.
He made Tesla.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That just cool?
Oh, well, I don't know. Anyways, next question.
Next question is, do you have any pre-game rituals or superstitions?
Not really. I think everything is done the night before, so just rocking out to the game.
Routine, eh?
Yeah, just like to listen to my music, Papua New Guinea music. And
yeah, she's got some good bangers, man.
Could you put us on Papua New Guinea artists that maybe we should go listen to? They
have cool remixes, man.
Yeah, it's a local musician would be McDonald. So I like listening to his music.
Rap, or is it like?
No, it's more string band. So.
We'll have to have a.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to have a little dabble. Go check it out.
We have to jump on the speaker. I know you silently jump on the speaker sometimes, and then she plays one song and hops off. I'm like, keep going, bro.
DJ.
Literally. Okay. Oh gosh, here we go. Who was the biggest pest on the team and why?
I'll probably have two people in mind, but I'll go Mahalia because she's always pestering me. She's always pestering me.
Yeah,
So
Mahalia,
I'll
definitely.
go Mahalia, yeah.
She wins that. We need to give her a crown.
Yeah,
she wins that
next
crown.
episode, hopefully we can get Mahals on.
And see who she thinks is the pest.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, nah.
She'll just name herself. No, she's gonna say me.
Yeah, you're a little sneaky one.
Oh, really?
Elsie is like, she hides in the corner, but she'll cause havoc in the background.
I call it. She's gonna say it's me.
Yeah, heard it here first.
All-time favorite movie?
All-time favorite movie. I'm more of I like watching comedy, so I'll go Baby's Day Out. I don't know if it's.
I haven't heard of that.
Nah, I haven't. You probably have to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's a comedy, I have a gaze.
It's sort of comedy.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
Any renowned? Which actor? Any actors that are known there?
I don't really know the
cast.
I don't really know who that.
I always go by
was, but
cast.
It's a good movie.
Okay, it's a shit.
Right.
I believe Elsie.
Baby's Day Out.
Baby's day out. Okay, and last one. Oh, we kind of already spoke about this, but if you weren't playing rugby league professionally, what would you love to be doing?
I think I've already said that.
Yeah.
On the farm.
I'd love to get myself a land back home and just build a farm.
That's your retirement plan?
Yes.
Not anytime soon, though.
Not anytime soon. After 10 years.
Yeah,
after
10 years after
40
we hit
years
100
of playing
games.
NRLW.
Yes, 100 games. You heard it here first.
Sick. Amazing. Well, thank you for joining us, Elsie. Do we have any thought trains for this week?
No, I think I'm just inspired by my friend's story, leading the way, not afraid to break down traditional norms. I think that's been the theme with our team, man.
Yeah.
There's been a few of them.
Every single one of the girls.
Breaking down barriers, whether they're gender, cultural, anything in the rugby league's basically given us the avenue to do the things we want to do.
I feel like maybe just don't be afraid to put yourself outside your comfort zone.
Yep.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's what I'll leave you with. How's that one, Lane? Train? Do you know what I mean? If you're listening.
I guess, Elsie, you can wrap us up.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Don't be afraid to put yourself outside your comfort zone and then see what happens.
Yep. To finish things up, Elsie, thank you so much for sharing your story. Incredible, inspirational, I think has been the theme. But just to you, would you like to leave a message for the fans?
Yeah, I know it's, we didn't finish where we wanted to finish this season. And, the fans have always been there supporting us through, the highs and the lows. And, last year I think we finished with Wooden Spoon for Wooden Spoon.
Last.
And then, this year we're like in between there. So next year we'll take it up a notch. So, and just want to say, grateful for the fans and, what they've sticking with us through thick and thin. So, just continue to support us, continue to be at our games and, can't wait for next year.
Yeah, can't wait for next year. Wow. Heard it here first, everyone. Come support the gals and the boys next season, 2025. George Alice era. Thank you, everyone, for listening to PARRAdise, the official Parramatta Eels podcast, sponsored by Remitly, the quick and safe way to transfer money that millions of customers trust.
And be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and thank you guys so much for listening.
Later.